Guys, I'm here today to show you how to change the back brakes on a 2015 Hyundai Elantra. Got the tire off, I got a jack stand there. So here's some tools you're going to need. 13mm ratchet. Need some needle nose type thing to turn the piston back in on the caliper. Never have too many hammers. I'll need a screwdriver, Phillips head of some sort to get these stupid things out. Sandpaper or wire brush usually comes in handy. So first of all, I'm gonna get the old trusty ratchet out. I'm gonna start out taking this bolt and this bolt out. Surprisingly, these ones actually come out fairly simple. They're easy to get to. It's two 13mm. Set them over here where you're going to lose them anyway. And get that off. So now you can knock your caliper off. A little bit of finessing. And she comes right off like so. Put it somewhere so it's not hanging by the brake line. If you can. Probably easier to unhook the parking brake cable, but that looks a little unnecessary. So after that, there's a bolt here and one here. Put this bracket on. They're also 13mm. A little bit tighter. Just a little bit. Okay. Zip them out. Try not to smack your elbow off the wheel well. Okay, so we have these two bolts. These ones are a little bit longer than the other ones. They're bigger too. Put them with the other ones if you haven't lost them yet. And this bracket will just slide right off. Unless your rotors look like mine. And got a trusty hammer again. And there we have it. My brake pads. I can see why. I've had some squealing on this side. These things are just falling apart. The rotor's in really rough shape. So now, these pads, probably gonna have to hammer them out of there. I'll take note too, this one that has this piece, that goes in the back. So, look at that thing. I'm gonna pop these little metal shims out. Make me a screwdriver, just give them a yank. Try not to slice yourself open. Now this is where your wire brush or sandpaper comes in handy. And clean these up real good before you put the new ones on. So take care of that. Okay, so these two screws are going to suck. I already did the other side, so I figured this out already. So I found this. So we turn this, first of all, and do something to stop that from turning. Second of all, I found the biggest screwdriver bit I could find. I'd actually have to hammer in a little bit. Make sure it doesn't slip. Let's see how much luck. Hoping I get lucky because it's starting to sprinkle out here. There we go. That one loose. Now for the other one. First screwdriver I tried, it started slipping. I'm like, this is the last thing I want to round out today. Just want to get this done with as fast as I can. A real screwdriver would be nice, but I looked everywhere for like an hour and I couldn't find my good screwdriver. So I got that out. A little tight. Okay. There we go. I got that out. Put them with the other ones that I already lost. Now this should just pull right off. See that? It doesn't. Hammer time. My daughter bought me this for Christmas. I thought this would be a nice thing to try it on. Apparently isn't enough. Not the other hammer. Boom! Rotor's off. Look at that thing. That's definitely where my screeching must have been coming from. Okay, clean all this debris out of here. Alright, new rotor. Let's do the reverse. Make sure you line the two holes up for the screws to the ones on here. Now, shouldn't have lost them yet because we just took them out 30 seconds ago. Screw them back in and tighten them up. Oh, they go in so much nicer than they came out. Alright, so next we're going to go back to the bracket that we just sanded and cleaned up. And all the stuff out of there. Put the new clips on. They just pop right in there. Like so. One on each side. Oh boy, it's raining. What am I doing here? Brain fart. Okay, so we pop them on, like so. And then you grab your new brake pads. Okay, remember, this one goes in the back, which is the side with the bolts on it. And I'm gonna put them in there. This is gonna be the tricky part sometimes. You wanna make sure you put them in the right way, first of all. And if they don't slide right in, you might have to pull these out, clean them up some more under there. For the most part, you should just go in. I know a lot of times just getting them in straight is the tricky part. So try to get them in. If they don't fit, pull these back out, clean it up some more. Alright, once you get them in and fitting nice, make sure you have enough room to fit over your rotor there. And just slide it back on. And remember, this one took your longer of the two bolts. Put that on. Run them bitches nice and tight. Alright, so you get that. Now's the part that I'm not a fan of. Let me show you here. You have to get this piston in. Come on, camera. There, okay. This piston right here. Your back brakes, your parking brake is here, so we have to turn it, not push it. Now, you want to take this really slow. I'm sure they make a special tool for this, but since it's probably the only time I'll ever change the brakes on this car, I'm just going to use these needle nose. They'll be fitting there just perfect. And all you do is turn this clockwise. It's a little tight, and take your time on it. You don't want to screw up any seals like I did on the other side. Had the thing turned in and then it started getting wet. So tear that back apart. Just want to turn it in until can fit over your brakes. Wow, I got a long way to go there. So just keep working that nice and slow. Yeah, it's easier after a while. See if it fits yet. So close. A hair more. I was trying to pinch my seal here. That happened on the other side, so just be careful. You know it's raining on me. I should have unhooked that cable because this really doesn't give you much room to play with here. Alright, let's turn that and push your brakes in so they're right up against the rotor, and then you bolt that on with your two shorter bolts we have. Okay, we got that. Now it just slides right over your brakes. I'm going to put your two screws back in. look for leaks. Make sure that like this brake hose didn't break, or make sure your piston didn't start leaking when you were turning it back in. Okay, apparently that was not, there it is. On your socket, you lost. Tighten all these up to the specified torque. I had to use a little extension for the bottom one. Get past the cable there. Tighten them to the right torque, which that felt just about right. And there we have it. Brand new rotor, new brake pads. Now, all that's left, put the tire back on, pump your brakes several times. Make sure you have brakes before you slam it in gear and take off right through a wall. That's all there is. I have to go get a new caliper for the other side because it started leaking on me when I was turning it in. So, I don't know. Don't follow me, I'm just winging it. I'm by no means a mechanic, but I do fix my own stuff all the time, and I highly doubt it's ever the right way. So, hope you learned something.